joy, and happiness.
Sagittarius men, hello. So, in your current inner emotions here are the Five of Cups. And your challenge for November is the Four of Cups. What's in your romantic love life? The Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but does not have to be a water sign. Possibly coming in for you this month is Judgment. In your hopes, you have the Queen of Wands, can be a fire sign, doesn't have to be. What you need right now is, again, the Five of Cups. Your advice in love is the Five of Swords. So these are lots of fives, triple fives. So this Judgment has to do with some type of change, a decision you need to make, some type of change that needs to occur. Your advice in work is the Ten of Cups reversed. The Five of Cups, as this kind of personality is often pessimistic, fixed on what's not working over what's going well. This relates to a person who lives in the past and struggles to let go of old grievances and disappointments. In regards to relationships and love, you may find yourself temporarily disappointed as someone with a lot of promise and potential may not quite be who you thought they were, or they're not as interested in the relationship as you hoped. Reassess your expectations. If this becomes a pattern, make sure you're not expecting too much too soon from your new relationship. Try a different approach or invest time in creating positive energy in your life. If you are in a relationship, you may soon reach a point where the two of you go your separate ways, or at least take a break from each other. Give yourself time to heal before moving on to a reconciliation or even a new relationship. A day will come when you realize that this relationship ended so you could have the one you want, a partnership that works for you and works well. On a spiritual level, this invites you to forgive and move on, being asked to forgive others, but also yourself, through self-acceptance and understanding. Know that you did your best, and that allows you to release yourself of any pain associated with past disappointments. Okay, now your challenge with the Four of Cups. Listen to the song I Feel Again by One Republic. It's important for you guys. So the Four of Cups. This is about turning your attention and your energy internally to realign to a new phase of your life. Create space within yourself so that you're ready to accept new opportunities, and give them the best possibility of success. Use this time for inward reflection, grounding, and contemplation before accepting the next big thing. This brings a message of not now, but maybe later. This card can appear when you are bored or dissatisfied with your everyday life. You may feel disengaged, apathetic, or unmotivated. This invites you to bring your attention inward, reevaluate your situation to find a deeper meaning in what you do. Now could be an excellent time to switch off from distractions of the external world like social media, the news, other people's stories, to allow you the space to listen to your own voice and inner knowing and gain more clarity. This card may show that you have shut yourself off from new opportunities because you've been hurt or rejected before. You may have had a relationship end in heartbreak or experienced failure in your career and now want to avoid getting in the same predicament again. However, you may miss out on opportunities that are an excellent fit for you. So check in on a soul level and question whether shutting yourself down is the best course of action, or if it's time to open up to the possibilities available to you. Be mindful that you run the risk of closing yourself off to real fulfilling relationships. Be careful, though, that you're not isolating yourself from your partner and shutting her out. To keep the lines of communication open so she does not feel neglected. Rather than being actively involved in the day-to-day drama, take time out for retreat and introspection to rediscover what's important to you. Some questions you could ask are, what new opportunities are in alignment with my highest good? What opportunities do I need to decline? How can I create space for new possibilities to emerge? Now, in your romantic love life with the Queen of Cups. So this queen is kind, loving, and nurturing. She has a sweet and sensitive nature, has a kind word for everyone, and never reacts with anger or impatience. She's good-natured, devoted, and honest, and is therefore a wonderful mother, wife, and best friend. This queen is guided by her feelings and lets her heart lead the way. She's in tune with the subtle energies of her environment and knows what others are experiencing without having to ask. She trusts her intuition and is more open to knowledge that comes from within her and beyond. Responsive and flexible, she's willing to adapt and adjust based on the flow of energy. As a potential partner, she's someone who is sensual, compassionate, and loving, and who will show great potential for a warm and sustainable relationship. This could also be that there's two different women in this situation with you, because two queens are showing up. Now, in your what's coming in for you spot with the Judgment card. Now, sometimes judgment can mean there's an opportunity here for reconciliation. In regards to career, this Judgment card suggests you may want to work in an environment where you are amongst like-minded people who are inspired and enthused by similar things. You may be drawn to community service or working for the greater good. It may be no longer about just making an income, but about having a positive impact on your community with this. Especially with the Ten of Cups reversed in your advice for your work career. You may be feeling called to a new career path, something very different than what you're doing now. You should follow your heart and good judgment. In finances, this indicates your debts may be wiped free, or you may finally pay off your last credit card, reveling in the freedom of having no debt. Okay, now in relationships, if you're looking for love, this indicates a period of deep self-reflection. You're being called to do that with your relationships. There may be something you identified that you want to change in the way you approach love and what you want from love. If you're already in an established relationship, this can be a make or break period. You need to be clear about your personal values and goals and how these align with your relationships. It's time to have an honest conversation with your partner to understand if you're both willing to take the relationship to the next level or not. And when I was doing your reading, I got the urge to paint my fingernails blue, and blue's all about communication. You need to make some decisions about what needs to happen next. This can be a call to a spiritual awakening as well, to reach some type of enlightenment, so you can find solace. You may also find solace in sharing your experiences with others, whether that be a group contacts or just one person that you really trust, because there is a need for you to open up about what you're going through. Now, in your hopes, you have the Queen of Wands. So this Queen of Wands personality is warm, sensitive, gentle, and faithful, balanced by strength, determination, courage, and persistence. This person knows what she wants in life, and she will go after it whenever she gets the opportunity. They cannot be swayed from their goals, no matter how strong the forces opposing them are. She's independent, but has a lot of friends. In fact, she is almost always the center of attention of a large group. Her charisma and enthusiasm, as well as her sensuality and sexuality, make her attractive to others. She's outgoing, confident, and extroverted, has a beautiful self-sufficiency about her. She profoundly respects her personal value and will make sure her life is the best that it can be. You may be hoping for something to occur with this Queen of Wands, or maybe this is somebody that you can talk to, because your advice in love relationships, if you look here in this, let me grab this for you. If you look here, the reason I say there might be 2 women in your situation is because there's, in this 5 of Cups, he's staring at 3 spilled cups, and in this card, he's staring at 3 cups. He's not seeing or acknowledging or wanting this one that's being handed to him. And he's not seeing the 2 that are the 2 of Cups, the soulmate connection that's behind him, because he's too focused on the yucky stuff. So I already told you about the 5 of Cups reverse, and that's your advice in love relations. No, your advice. That's your advice in what you need right now. So we're not going to go over that. In your advice for love relationships, you have the 5 of Swords. So there's a song I want you to listen to for this 5 of Cups energy, the 4 of Cups, and the 5 of Swords. The song is called The Mess I Made, and it's by Parachute. It came on while I was doing your reading, and I looked at this. It came on while I was looking at this card. So see how he's looking at those people walking away? So, the 5 of Swords could be a battle with an ex over material possessions, joint finances. Both parties may be failing to agree on a fair and just outcome. This is winning at all costs. If this is a personality, places his needs before anyone else's and fights to the end to get what he wants. It could be because if you're doing that, and this is your advice, so if you're doing that, it's probably because you're stuck in these negative emotions. And when you're in that kind of energy, in that kind of place internally, you aren't going to be able to express yourself from a place of love. Because if you're not dealing with this stuff and just internalizing it, your communication is going to be negative as well. Like, the judgment is here coming in for you, like this is your wake-up call. Maybe this is what you needed for some of you out there. Maybe you weren't seeing that this is how you were being with people, but now you do, or that's what's coming in for you. You might be losing friends and colleagues, so make sure that you're not being smug or, trying to win at all costs in a situation. If you're looking for love, you might wind up getting hurt, rejected, defeated in your quest. It could be that you are too aggressive or selfish in conveying your needs, or you bow down to the demands of others, but I don't think that's the case in this situation. Whatever the case, something must change. Otherwise, you will continue to come up against these challenges. If you're in a relationship, you could have had a recent falling out or high level of tension with your partner. If you want to correct the course, you'll need to understand each other's perspectives, forgive, forget, and then move on. Accept responsibility for your actions and be very humble in giving an apology if it's needed. Even if you think you were right, you have to show the other person that you regret what happened. Because obviously you do, with what's in your inner emotions and what's your challenge. Maybe you're being stubborn and don't want to offer an apology. That could be the case, and that could be why this is your advice. I mean, lay down your weapons. Treat your friends, colleagues, and other people with compassion and understanding. You can think of someone you consider an adversary, a person with whom you are butting heads with. What truth about yourself does that situation and your reaction to it imply? Perhaps you've hidden a need to question your own position, or maybe you're projecting onto the other person a trait or characteristic you dislike in yourself. Can you see this person as a teacher instead of an enemy? That might be helpful to you. It's questions you could ask or journal about, or what am I fighting for? How can I lay down my sword and offer an apology? Do I believe in competition or do I believe in collaboration? Now, with the Ten of Cups reversed and being your advice for work, career, if there's like a pause in this video, Sagittarius men, my finger accidentally hit the stop button and it stopped recording, so hopefully there's no pause. But anyway, continuing, Ten of Cups reversed. So this just invites you to seek out common ground, rebuild, open the lines of communication. This can reveal a misalignment of your personal values. You're not living by your own values, nor are you being true to yourself. Instead, you're allowing others to decide what will and will not make you happy when you know you should determine that for yourself. Bring your focus back to what truly makes you happy, even if it differs from what others expect. Now, this can also suggest some of you are neglecting your family while you pursue more material goals, such as progressing your career or making more money. Your work-life balance is out of whack, and you're spending less and less quality time with your family. If you continue to neglect this, you'll find the relationships will suffer and you may not achieve an overall sense of contentment, happiness, like you want or like you've planned, okay? All right, there's definitely some energy here of you being trapped in your thoughts, in your mind, overthinking things, overanalyzing things in regards to a decision you need to make. There's something you're not seeing. You may have your heart closed off. All of that stuff. There's lots of things you need to take time to deal with, face, and heal, okay? Now I will get to the clarity cards I pulled for you. Now, on that Five of Cups, you had money will be coming in for you. On the Four of Cups is your challenge. You had time to make a decision. Yeah, so I said there was a decision. On the Queen of Cups. No, this came out with the Four of Cups too. Two cards came out. Time to make a decision, and they're getting divorced. And then on the Queen of Cups, they want to be more than friends. One of these queens is afraid to ask for help, or if they're the same person, afraid to ask for help to get out of a situation. They need help. And the person you're asking about loves you and wants to deepen the commitment. Or if it's not love, they just want to get there with you. With this Queen of Wands, you had, they know you're watching them. With the Five of Cups reversed, they're withholding their affection because they haven't let go of the past. Forgiveness is needed. I feel like this is you. You're holding your affection because you haven't forgiven the past. With this Five of Swords, go for it. What are you waiting for? It won't be here forever. And with the, well, I'm not going to say with the Ten of Cups, but you should go back and be there for your child. And your investment idea is a good one. So if you'd had invested in something or thinking of investing in something, it's a good idea. It will bring in money. Okay. Now, that is all I have for you, Sagittarius men. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment. I greatly appreciate it.